What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Hustle with JesseW. Today we're going to talk about what's going on with GME. This madness, this huge pop out of nowhere. Is it an ice cream cone? What's going on? Check it out. Alright guys, let's jump into this video here because GME is all the talk of the town right now. Everyone's talking about GME. Yesterday in the afternoon, going into the close, GME made a massive move from like $40-something, $50-something, all the way up to $91 and change. Got halted, all right, and it held that halt going into the close. It got unhalted outside, after the close, and then that thing just squeezed, and it squeezed fast and furious, something that would be expected in after hours, especially since volume is so much lower, right? But regardless, everyone wants to know what's going on with GME and why did it make this move? Well, yesterday, okay, the very first thing was yesterday you didn't hit the like button, so make sure you hit the like button for me right now and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Really helps out tremendously, especially when you smash the like button and comment in the comment section below. Let me know where you think GME is going. Yesterday, GME put out a press release where their CFO was forcibly stepped down. They actually forced him to step down. Who did? Well, Ryan Cohen, who is a large investor, has a big stake in GME and wants to take the company in a different direction. Now, because of that, the CFO was forcibly taken off of the board, really off the match. Really, like that guy can't even play anymore, right? He was like, all right, buddy, you're done. And that press release got put out yesterday, Thursday, in the morning, and GME did nothing. Seriously, GME, the chart did nothing. GME traded in the same little range it's been trading in for a long time now. Between that 40 some odd dollars to that 50 some odd dollar range, it just traded in there and did nothing. Like the press release did nothing for the stock in the morning. You know, if you're an active trader, how good press releases or big changes like that will make a stock, generally speaking, make some sort of move in the morning if it has the hype behind it because of that press release. Well, that didn't happen with GME, at least not in the morning, and that press release was out there since early in the morning, okay? Now, why didn't that change anything? Why didn't that, do anything to the direction of the stock? Well, the world may never know, kind of like how to get the senator to a Tootsie Roll. Guess I just showed my age on that one. Anyways, so on GME, you had all morning and all afternoon just a sideways trading, and then out of nowhere in the afternoon, it just skyrocketed, and everybody got like deer headlights. We just looked at it like, what? Why? What's going on? I went out there and I looked for news, couldn't find any news. I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't figure out what was going on there, but I knew one thing, right? I've been doing this for enough time. I've cataloged enough hours of trading over the years to know that there had to be some sort of social media hype behind this. There had to be. Did Wall Street Bet set something out? Did another forum or a Facebook group or a huge Twitter account put something out? Right? That's what makes you think, right? About those things. You're like, okay, which one of these was the catalyst to send GME from $45 to $91 before the close? Well, my friends, Ryan Cohen himself tweeted out an ice cream cone from McDonald's with a frog. What in the world? What kind of signal was that? Was that some sort of signal, right? Because the moment that tweet hit, GME had a big increase in volume and started to make its attempt towards the moon. That's right. It started to make its attempt towards the moon. And then that brought out the conspiracy theorists from all parts of the world united in Twitter on that one thread, talking about, well, maybe because McDonald's is a franchise and that's a McDonald's ice cream cone, and Gamestop has all these locations all across the United States, maybe they're going to try to franchise out the locations. That was one theory that had came out, and not necessarily a bad theory in and of itself. GameStop does have a lot of locations, and trying to franchise them out could be a potential avenue. I mean, it's strategic, right? It's there. They already have the locations. All they got to do is just sell them, franchise them, right? They could. They can maybe even in-house franchise them, right? Like in-house finance the franchises to maybe even the store managers themselves. Want to be your own business owner? Boom. It could happen. The other one was, well, you have the ice cream cone from McDonald's, And then you have the Big Mac, MAC, MACD. You see where I'm going with that? The MACD indicator. That one was starting to get a crossover, okay, on the MACD indicator. That generally could be a catalyst to send the stock higher. So people started talking about that one. That one seems very likely, a lot more plausible and easier obtainable, honestly, than franchising every single location or a big chunk of the location of the portfolio that is all the GME locations. So there's that one to go with as well. So you have all these conspiracy theories going on, all right? You have all these traders that are itching to trade and they want to jump in on the Robinhood app, but they remember that Robinhood did them dirty last time. So what they should do now is check out the link in the description section below. You find Webull there, you download the app, fund your account with $100, you get 2 free stocks, and then, well, boom, you got yourself a new trader. So, I mean, a new broker. So you could use that. So there was a number of things that was going on with GME here, as well as a huge army of people holding bags from $300 to $400, right? If you don't know about trading and you want to learn, I'm going to leave you a free course in the description section and in the comment section to the daytraderchatroom.com. You can download the free course and get a little bit educated there, okay? So check those links out. Now, we understand what made GME pop. Well, we kind of understand it. At least we know what caused the pop. We know where GME went. And then now we want to know where it might go. So for that, we're going to jump into the charts here. I actually traded GME yesterday and after hours. I'll show you my orders here. Nailed a nice little trade on it. So we'll jump into the charts here right now, and then we'll try to figure out where GME might go next. So here you have GME, and this is the move it made yesterday. As you can tell, yesterday, you know, this is what it did, 45, 50 bucks. Kind of like where it's been trading, as you can see, right? Between $40 to $50 this entire time since February 18th, scrolling back here, okay? If you come here to the daily chart on GME, you could see that with the exception of yesterday, you see GME trading in that range, okay? Now, yesterday, the tweet comes out in the afternoon, and look at this stock go from 48 bucks all the way up here and get halted. Guys, that is a huge move. This thing moved by the close over 100%. Over 100%. Then post-market hit, you know, after hours, and we squeezed even higher after it opened off the halt. It held $80 and just squeezed all the way to 200. That's crazy. That is a massive move. Massive, massive, massive move. I actually caught a trade in here. You see his previous tops here at 130 and these bottoms. I actually caught that bottom right there. Well, this one right here, I think it was. Boom. I got in the 130s and sold up here in the 145s. Was not about to overstay my welcome on GME. It is a little bit of a dangerous stock. Now, we know what it did. We know why potentially it did it. So what's next? Where can GME go next? Well, let's go into today's pre-market action. We have the gap up. Obviously, if you go from post-market or after hours yesterday, we're basically just trading in that 130 range. Get rid of yesterday's after hours action. And now you can see here, we're trying to hold right here, this 135 area, okay? Now, what we need to do is we need to jump on over on the daily. Yesterday, I tweeted out some levels. If you don't follow me on Twitter, link in the description section there. You can follow me on Twitter and all my social media as well. All right, I tweeted out some levels yesterday and at night. You know what's funny? This looks like an ice cream cone itself. Kind of, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm just hungry. So you have the move yesterday all the way up here to 90 some odd dollars. Okay, these are the market hours. And you have it halted there. It gaps up. Today we are at 145. So we are up here. And this is the perfect level. I like that it's up here right now. And I'll tell you why. It has a gap to fill. It has a gap to fill to just about $200. Okay, if it holds this 150 to 145, 144 level, right? If it holds that $5 range, we could potentially see GME at this point squeeze up here to 200. And if for some crazy reason the volume pours into this dramatically like yesterday and it holds 200, I gotta say, we might see 300 bucks. It's crazy, it sounds insane, but it's extremely possible at this point. It's extremely possible at this point, but it must hold this level. It must hold above at least 140, okay? Preferably 150. Preferably that 150 gap entry. If it can do that, it might have a shot at filling the gap, but if it doesn't, then I suspect we would see it back down here in the 90s, maybe even a little bit lower. Okay, those are possibilities. And this is how you look at a chart without emotions, without getting attached to the chart or the stock, marrying it and getting all emotional about it. This is how you look at the chart with a neutral mindset. You identify levels and then you trade. You don't just get all emotional, because guess what? The market and money doesn't care about your emotions. So that's what I'm thinking for GME today. And hopefully I can get this video out before the market opens, and we'll see what happens. Here are my orders from yesterday in the after hours. In at 135.69, added more at 136.78, took some profits off at 140.34, and got flat at 145. Real nice. This is $9 a share winner right there on that last take profit. So that was fun. Now, we'll see how today goes. Let me know your thoughts. Drop them in the comment section below. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Smash that like button, and I'll catch you on the next one.